Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing? So today we're going to talk a little bit about the keys to playing second base. Now we've gone over the keys to playing third base and the keys to playing shortstop, but I've gotten a lot of requests to do second base, and I just haven't got around to it. But I'm going to get around to it today. So over my career, I've had the opportunity to move and play every position in the infield for a good amount of time. I played shortstop growing up. I went to college and played third base. I got drafted and played third base my first year, and then I moved over to second base and had about a 4 or 5 year career strictly at second base until over the last few years I've moved back around. I've played third, I've gone back to shortstop, and also second. So now I kind of play everywhere. So I've had a good amount of time at each position. I kind of understand what are some of the tougher things to grasp when you're a new guy over at that position, what comes a little bit more easily. So today let's talk about second base and what some of the keys are if you want to play second base. Now in general, second base is to me an easier position than shortstop and even third base. Third base presents its own unique challenges over there, but as far as the middle infield, I think shortstop is the most demanding position in the infield to play, other than catcher, and it takes a lot of unique skills to play that position. Now second base, there are some things that are difficult, but to start off, it's much easier for a routine ground ball, nobody on, nobody out, or any play where you're just making it to first base. You have the luxury of being a lot closer to first base. You can play deeper. You can take a little bit of different angles on balls. You can take deeper angles because you have so much time. Once you field the ball, well, you only have to throw the ball, sometimes only 50 feet over there. If you bobble a ball, if a ball comes up and hits you in the chest, you can knock it down, keep it in front of you, and still throw the guy out. Whereas shortstop, if a ball comes up and hits you in the chest and bounces down, it's going to be a tough play to replay the ball and throw the guy out in first. So you have a lot more time. You don't have to have as great of an arm. So it's a little bit easier in that respect. Now, where second base becomes a lot more difficult, I think, and I think if you want to play second base, this is going to be the toughest adjustment to make. It was my toughest adjustment to make, is turning the double play. Not only receiving it around the bag and the footwork that it takes around the bag, but also actually getting a ground ball hit you and flipping and turning that double play. Those are the two hardest things about second base, and really, those are the keys, especially when you get older, because as you get older, the double play becomes really, really important, and you have to turn them when they are presented to an infielder. You have to be able to turn it at a high rate of success. So that's what, if you haven't played second base and you get moved over there, you really have to spend a lot of time, a lot of extra time before and after practice working on your double play footwork around the bag, and then your flips and stuff like that. The reason it's so hard, first off, when you're receiving a throw around the bag, it's just different, especially if you've played on the other side of the infield. If you've played shortstop, when you're coming across the bag as a shortstop, it's pretty easy. You get the ball, the runner is in front of you, so you can see the runner the entire time. All you have to do is clip the bag as you come by with your right foot, and you're already facing first base. Your momentum is moving towards first base, so it's a much easier throw. At second base, the first thing you're doing when you're receiving a throw is you're kind of blind to that runner. So you can't really see him because you're facing a shortstop or a third baseman. Yes, you can see it out of the corner of your eye, but it's tough. And sometimes as the play gets, if a ball's not hit really hard and that runner's really bearing down on you, you can start to feel that. And it's tougher to get out of the way. As a second baseman, you get taken out a lot, and there's a chance of injury. There are some second basemen that get hurt because you don't see the guy coming in, and you want to stay in there and turn the double play, and all of a sudden the guy blindsides you. So you have to get used to being able to not be able to see a guy, and as you get experience, you start to be able to feel it, and you get a clock in your head that lets you know, okay, I got to get out of here before I get killed, and that comes with experience. But your first time over there, you don't have the experience, you don't have the clock in your head, and when I moved over there first time, I got killed for the first year. I got taken out a lot, and I've gotten a little bit better over the years of knowing which way to receive the ball and when I got to get out of there and stuff like that. So that's the first tough thing. The second tough thing is a lot of times when you actually catch the ball and you go to throw it, you can't use your momentum as much. Now we always want to use our momentum as much as we can. We don't want to drift towards left field or towards center field when we're receiving and throwing the ball. But sometimes you're not able to get a lot of momentum if a guy's bearing down on you, or maybe if it's not a great throw from your infield partner. And it's one of these where you have to just catch and throw flat-footed. So it does require a little bit of arm strength, and it requires learning the technique and doing it over and over again to become better at it. But that's tough, and it's tough to make a throw 90 feet as hard as you can when you're not able to use your feet sometimes. But again, you'll get better as you do it. So turning the ball, those are the two biggest things that are tough. It requires a whole new set of footwork. Just a couple quick things. I know in other videos we've gone over it, so go back on the other videos and kind of check it out. But you want to think about getting your left foot on the bag, getting behind the bag with your left foot on the bag as early as you can, so you can get there, set up, give the guy something to throw to. And then you want to take your right foot to the ball wherever it's thrown. Try to catch the ball in the middle of your body with two hands. Try to work on deflecting the ball, not catching and exchanging, and that's something that takes time, working on deflecting, letting it pop from the glove right to your hand. And then throw the ball, and always think about getting yourself as much as you can moving back towards first base, so that you can get a little bit of momentum. But it's really important to when you take that right foot to the ball, to try to get out around the bag. You don't want to stand right on the baseline, and that's something I see a lot of young infielders do, is they catch the ball right in the baseline, they throw it, and the guy slides right in. And at younger levels, they can't take you out, but sometimes your leg is basically right in the baseline, and a guy slides in and cleats you in the leg. And then as you get older, you get killed. The guy will take you out, you could hurt your knee. So those are some key things to think about when turning the double play. And again, go back and watch our other videos on turning around the second base bag. And then the second thing is your flips. And it's tough because as a shortstop, again, everything's kind of in front of you. You field the ball's already ready to throw. Your flips are a little bit easier, they're more natural. If you're a guy that drop steps when he does a sidearm feed, it's more natural. You're right there. You just catch. You just create a little space by dropping your left foot back a little bit, and you can catch and throw from a really good angle right there. At second base, you always have to turn. You're always on the opposite side. So, guys struggle a little bit with flips at first because it's a little awkward. Then you have your power feed that guys aren't used to doing. If you've never played second, you never need to use it. And then on balls that are hit to your left, we have to go in the hole a little bit. There's a bunch of ways you can do it. You can pivot, you can drop to a knee, you can preset your feet. There's all different ways, but they're all, if you haven't done it, they're all kind of tough, and they all feel a little awkward because it's something you don't use, obviously, in any other position. So it takes time to do it. Again, go back and watch our videos on turning from second base. I go over how to flip the ball, how to do all those things, how to throw the ball uphill. So those are the biggest things to think about, is your double plays. And if you're new to the position, you really got to try to get a coach or a former player or somebody that knows a lot about turning double plays as a second baseman, because it is one thing I've noticed a lot. I've worked with a lot of infielders this year, and a lot of the kids I've worked with are second basemen, and it's the first time I've ever worked with them. And I realize pretty quickly that they've never been taught how to do anything. They just kind of go for basically, maybe they have been taught and they've just been taught the wrong way, or they're just trying to figure it out on their own. It's a really tough position to just kind of wing it, because like I said, you can get hurt, but also there's certain ways to do things that help you and put you in a much better position to turn a double play that players just aren't doing. They have never been taught before, and there's not a ton of instruction about how to turn a double play online. That's why I try to throw stuff up here, and I'm trying to get some more things for you guys to help you out. So again, those are kind of the keys to playing second base. It's all about the double play. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit. And again, if you're new to the position, let me know. I'll try to help you as much as I can. All right, guys, take care. Like the video, share it with all your friends, subscribe to the channel, all those good things. And we'll talk to you later.